Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Batrisha Marsha and I'm going to start with introduction. So family financial planning is about managing income, expenses and savings and investment for now and the future. In simple terms, it is about budgeting and saving together to ensure a stable and better future for the whole family. Each of us have to interview 2 family members about their financial experience. So since we have 5 members, we interview 10 family members with a different background. The question that we ask is focused on budgeting, saving, investment, and we also ask them to give us financial advice that they want to pass on the younger generation. We combined and studied the interviews to find common ideas and lessons. The objective of this assignment is to explore financial habits and lessons across generations. This project helps us learn money habits across generations and improve our interviewing and presentation skill. Also, we get to differentiate all the family members' financial stories and how they manage their financial.
Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. I am Nurhaniza Natasha. We'll continue the presentation by describing about project overview. Our project is known as Family Financial Story, Intergenerational Insight. The goal of this project is to study how financial habit and lessons are passed down from one generation to another generation. Each of our team members will interview 2 family members to learn about their experience with saving, budgeting, and investing. In addition, we will also gather insight from 10 people from different backgrounds. This will help us compare family and non-family experience and see how age, culture, and background influence money habit. The information we collect will be analyzed to find common pattern and unique story about financial management. The result will be presented in a clear report highlighting the main lesson we have learned. Through this project, we not only aim to understand financial behavior better, but we also hope to improve financial awareness. At the same time, we will gain important skill in interviewing, analyzing data, storytelling, and presenting, which will help us in both academic and professional setting. Let's moving forward to project description. This project is designed to examine how financial behavior, decision-making, and lessons are passed on from one generation to another. The main purpose is to understand how people of different age and background manage important practices such as budgeting, saving, and investing, and what value or concern shape their choice. By collecting and studying about personal story, the project aims to show how financial knowledge is created, shared, and developed over time. The finding will be presented in a clear report or presentation that highlight the main results, common themes, and lessons learned. The project not only contribute academically, but also help to improve financial literacy by showing real-life money management example. At the same time, each team members will both important skill in interviewing, data analysis, storytelling, and presentation. In the end, the project reveals both the challenges and strategies people use in handling money. It increases our understanding of financial behavior while also teaching valuable life skills for study, work, and everyday life. That's all for me. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurshada Firzana. I will continue with objective and outcomes. The main objective of our project was to explore how families manage their finance and the lessons shared across generations. We focus on budgeting, saving, investing, and interview 10 families to learn about their real-life practice, from daily expenses to bigger goals like education and emergencies. We also learn why people save and invest. Some were guided by family advice, while others had personal goals like marriage or financial security. Most prefer safe, low-risk investment like BASS-B, tabung haji, gold, or property. From these stories, we identified practical tips such as starting early, spending wisely, and being consistent. Next, project timeline. Week 1 was all about planning and project briefing. During this week, we discussed the scope of our project, set clear objectives, and assigned tasks to each group members. This helped ensure that everyone knew their responsibilities from the start. Week 2 and Week 3, we focused on conducting family interviews and analyzing the data. We interview family members from different generations to understand their financial habits and the lessons they had learned. After collecting the responses, we carefully compiled and analyzed the data to identify common themes, differences, and unique insights. And then week 4 and week 5, we are dedicated to report and presentation preparation. We designed the presentation slide with visuals to make our findings easy to understand. At the same time, we wrote and refined the report, making sure it included all the information and analysis we had gathered. Week 6 involved final adjustment. During this week, we made sure that both the report and slides were accurate, well organized, and clear. Finally, in week 7, we completed the project with the final submission. Our report and presentation were submitted on YouFuture, marking the successful completion of our project. This timeline allowed us to stay organized and ensure that every step of the project was completed efficiently.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Anissa Maisara. Today I want to talk about the summary of the interview. So let's start. For our interviews, we spoke with 10 individuals from different backgrounds and each of them share a unique financial habits and lessons. First, we have Siti Sarah, who works as a teacher, earns 4,000 a month, and her main expenses are rent, about 1,200, and she tracks her spending using the Maybank app. She focuses on saving for emergency, Umrah and Haji, and she also invests in gold bars. She sees as a steady and a flexible option. Next, we have Siti Kasrina, a cabin crew member earning 3,000 monthly. Biggest commitment is her Subang Jaya house. Now owns two properties in Cyberjaya and Subang Jaya, and she diversifies her investment in BASS-B, gold, Tabang Haji, and Kenang. Our third participant, Nur Atika binti Abdul Hadi, works as an HR executive with an income of 2,600. One of her main expenses is her Honda Jazz loan of 850 ringgit per month. She starts saving with a digital tabung system to stay disciplined and also invest in gold accessories to preserve value. The fourth interviewee is Muhammad Jafri bin Samian, a businessman earning 4,000 per month. His biggest expenses are his house loan of 1,500 ringgit and a car loan of 550 ringgit. He sets aside of 10 to 15% of his income in a separate account and plans to start investing in ESP overhaul. Fifth, we spoke with Norita binti Hasim, an administrative assistant with a monthly income of 4,000. He spends between 600 to 700 on food and about 300 to 400 per child for education. She saved through a separate bank account, cooperative deductions, and cash savings, while also investing in the gold and the SB for steady dividends. Number 6, we have Mazra bin Osman, a project developer, earns 5,500 ringgit a month. His main expenses include a 1,200 ringgit housing loan and 500 to 1,600 car loan. He has built a strong emergency fund and insurance, and he invests in a property unit trust and ESB for long-term financial growth. Next, we interview Izzati Akmal binti Fazil, who works as an account executive with a monthly income of 6,100. Her yearly spending includes 10,000 for groceries and 12,000 for car expenses. In terms of saving, she has accumulated 106 and 77 in liquid assets such as insurance, cash, and bank savings. Besides that, she also has 52,000 in EPF and 10,250 in Tabung Haji. Other than that, we have also interviewed Izul Danish bin Fasil, a health officer, earning 2,400 per month, including allowance. His main commitments are 400 for a car loan and 200 for an iPhone. During his training, he managed to save 50 to 100 monthly, and now he invests consistently in Tabung Haji, EPF, and ESP. Okay, for the ninth interviewee is Mastura binti Muhammad, a businesswoman and a spa owner. She earns around 2,000 monthly. Her expenses include 1,000 to 2,000 for housing loan, 500 to 700 for schooling, 600 to 800 for grocery, and 400 to 500 for fuel. Despite these expenses, she managed to save 500 each month and 3,000 to 400 for her spa profits. She also invests 200 to 300 in ESP and even owns a rental house. And lastly, we interviewed Sharu Ashraf, a music teacher with a monthly income of 2,500. Fixed commitments include 1,200 for rent, 500 to 600 for groceries, 300 to 400 for his son's needs, and 200 to 300 for insurance. He still managed to save 500 every month. Previously, when working in Singapore, he saved around 900 to 1,200 ringgit monthly. In addition, he contributes 11% to KWSP and 200 ringgit to ESP. Okay, back with him, I will explain to you about the key themes and insight. First, there are clear generational differences in saving and investment practices. Younger adults tend to start small, focusing on safer options like ESP, tabung haji, EPF, or even gold. Middle-aged participants balance between meeting daily needs such as housing loans and children's educations, while also putting money into a long-term investment. Meanwhile, older or more financially stable individuals diversify more, investing in property, unit trusts, or generating a side income. Second, we notice that some values remain consistent across all generations. No matter the age group, everyone highlighted the importance of discipline, having an emergency fund, and avoiding unnecessary or impulsive spending. This shows that while financial tools may change, the value stays the same. Third, technology and lifestyle play a big role. Younger participants rely heavily on apps like MAE, digital tabung, and e-wallets to manage money. Middle-aged participants use a mix of digital tools and manual methods like ledgers, while older generations prefer simpler and more tangible systems, such as cash or the envelope method, which give them a sense of control. Lastly, we saw how each generation adapts to change differently. Middle-aged adults reinvest in their business or property to stay resilient. Younger adults save smaller amounts but do so consistently, even with rising living costs. Older participants remain more conservative, focusing on property and other safer assets. Next, I will pass to the next presenter.
Next, I will explain about average monthly saving and distribution of interviewee saving. So, saving money is essential for financial stability and future planning. From our interviews with people from different backgrounds, we learned that saving provides security during emergency, help achieve important goals like buying a house or funding education, and reduce the need to rely on debt. No matter your income level, setting aside money regularly is key to building a safety net and creating long-term financial freedom. The chart shows the monthly saving of 10 interviewees. At the top is Siti Kasrina, who saved RM 5,000 every month, showing strong financial discipline. Mazlan saved 4,000 and Norita RM 3,500, both demonstrating consistent and substantial saving habits. In the middle range, Sharu Ashraf saved RM 2,500, Izzati Akmal RM 2,300, and Muhammad Jafari and Mastura RM 2,000 each, reflecting balanced approaches to spending and saving. On the lower end, Siti Sarah saved RM 1,500, Nur Atika RM 1,300, and Izul Danish RM 1,000, which may indicate lower income, higher living costs, or different financial priorities. What's important to note is that while everyone saves regularly, the amount varies widely depending on factors like income, job type, family responsibility, lifestyle choices, and financial goals. The main takeaway from both the interview and the chart is that consistent saving, whether large or small, plays a crucial role in achieving long-term stability and financial freedom. Overall, saving is not just about the amount, but about making it a habit. By saving consistently each month, we can protect ourselves from unexpected challenges and work steadily toward our financial goals. And that's all from me. Thank you. Bye.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. I'm Muhammad Trisha and I will be present about the reflections and lesson learned. When we listen to the stories from both younger and adult generations, some clear similarities have been recognized. One of the strongest similarities was the value of disciplines and consistency. It didn't matter whether they were saving in a big or small amounts, what this mattered was the habit. Another similarity was the regret of saving late. Many people admit, I wish I had started earlier. But even just 50 ringgit a month could have grown into a strong safety net. It reminds us that the best time to start is always now. Next is the lesson to invest wisely, not just save. Leaving money in the bank wasn't enough, so both generations turned to safe options like ASB, Tabung Haji, EPF, gold, and sometimes in the property. This provides steady returns in the future. They also highlighted the importance of avoiding overdebt. Younger participants shared their regrets about car and gadget loans, while adults pointed on the stress on carrying too many commitments. And finally, a strong similarity was the focus on emergency preparedness. Life is sometimes unpredictable, whether it is illness, job loss, and sudden family needs. Having ample savings will give everyone confidence and stability in managing their lives. Moving to the differences. The younger generation tended to focus on short-term goals such as buying a car, marriage, or travel. Their savings were usually smaller but consistent. They often starting with 50 ringgit and 100 ringgit monthly. Younger generation mostly use digital tools like apps, e-wallets, and online banking for budgeting and savings. However, some of them fell into early debts, especially with cars and mobile phones. Meanwhile, the adult generations carry responsibilities like housing loans, student education, and retirement planning. They practice more diversified investments, including property, unit trusts, cooperative funds, and gold. Many of them still prefer traditional methods of money management, such as notebooks or ledgers. Adults also learn through experience to avoid unnecessary loans and overspending, reflecting on mistakes from their younger years. Unlike the younger group, they were generally more willing to take calculated risks, supported by higher income and broader financial cushions. So, while the younger and adult generation may approach money differently, these similarities show that the core lessons remain the same. Be consistent, start early, invest smartly, avoid unnecessary debt, and always prepare for the unexpected. When we think about how financial management can be improved in the future, the first step is to start financial education earlier. If young people are exposed to the basics of money management before they enter the working world, they will be better prepared to make smarter choices about spending, saving, and investing. The next step is to make better use of digital tools. Instead of depending on memory or manual notes, financial apps and online banking features can help track spending more accurately. Automatic transfers into savings or investment accounts make it easier to stay disciplined without the need for constant reminders. It is also important to diversify investments. Relying only on one or two options like ASP or gold may feel safe but limit the growth. Exploring other low-risk opportunities such as Sukuk, unit trusts, or cooperative funds can spread the risk and help money grow more steadily over time. Another improvement is learning how to balance today and tomorrow saving. Covering daily expenses and paying off debts is necessary, but there should also be clear planning for long-term goals such as retirement, children's education, or emergency funds. This balance ensures both the immediate comfort and future security. Finally, the most practical improvement is to stay consistent with small steps. Even a small amount set aside regularly, 50 ringgit or 100 ringgit can grow into a strong financial foundation. The key is not how much you start with, but how consistent you are over time.
Lastly, in conclusion, managing money is not just about numbers. It's about planning, discipline, learning from experience. Good habits like saving regularly and prioritizing essential help achieve long-term stability. Each family has its own approach, but consistency and passion are the key. This project teaches us valuable lessons that we can apply to our own finance to build a secure and confident future. So that's all from us. Thank you.